No, Gigantha. Hey, we got a nickel bolus. That's pretty good. Oh, we won the bridge war. Oh, hello. Welcome. I am Average Zen, your host of Average Zen Presents. You've caught another Brawlin Friday edition of us playing a little Magic the Gathering arena in Brawl style. Yes. We do this thing 4 days a week on Twitch. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 11 to 1 Central European Time at Twitch. That's Average Zen Presents. Yeah, if you're catching this on YouTube at Average Zen, well, welcome. We welcome all. And big group hugs all around for those of you joining our community and watching us every day, every time, because we're posting content up to YouTube, including original content. We've been flagging behind. But we'll catch up on our Explain It Like I'm 7 series. I apologize. It's been a lazy week. Yeah, but without that being said, we've been having some good family time, so, can't complain. Been playing a lot of Limited here, loving Tarkir Dragonstorm, and so we've updated a few decks that, maybe needed some new cards on. Maybe they didn't. We'll see. One of those that we've put a few new cards in, and I wanted to play again on stream because it's a good one. You'll see it a lot if you're playing Brawl. You'll be up against it a lot if you're in what they call a Hell Queue, and that is Esika God of the Tree, but more specifically the Prismatic Bridge. Yes, it's the 5-color legendary enchantment. It says at the beginning of your upkeep, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature or planeswalker card. Put that card onto the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in any random order. If you've been watching this channel long enough, we've played against this quite a few times. It's one of the most popular commanders you can play on arena or paper, and because it's a very powerful ability if you build your deck right. I'm not saying we've built our deck right or there's any right or wrong way to play Magic the Gathering, but to optimize this card, in my opinion, you want to be top-end heavy on creatures and planeswalkers, and that means you need to run non-creatures, non-planeswalkers on anywhere below 5 mana, really. The only 5 mana hit that we could possibly get is Liliana Vess. And you know what? Right now, I think, as I say that, it's not as good as Kaya. Except for you get the -2. So it's like having, if we hit Liliana Vess, we'll almost certainly be doing -2 to get an answer to the board. Or to further our game plan as a free tutor, basically. Hopefully with another way to draw it. So what new cards have we put in here, and what makes it worthy of a rehash? Well, number one, we've updated to include cards like Unable to Scream in here. We get along very well. We've put in a Prison on the Moon, which came to us via Foundations. We have put in, which is a very frustrating card, by the way, when you get that on your commander. We've put in more removal. Like the Inevitable Defeat in here, and we're already in 5 colors. It's an uncounterable exile target non-land permanent. They lose 3 life, we gain 3 life for 4 mana. That's pretty snazzy if you're gonna have spot removal. That seems like a good thing to have in this deck. Other spot removal, of course, we've had ECD before, but it's while we're on the subject because we have a lot of wraths. Toxic Deluge, Spiteful Boundary, Wrath of God, Day of Judgment, Damnation, Kaya's Wrath, and Aetherize, I guess, along with Cyclonic Rift and River's Rebuke kind of count as removal. That's pretty much our package, along with Swords to Plowshares and the before mentioned Unable to Scream and Imprisoned on the Moon. Yeah, maybe Get Lost and a negate in there, Dovin's Veto. That's going to be our interaction. Really, everything else is ramp and or card draw. Roaring Furnace notwithstanding, that's also interaction and card draw. Everything else we have pretty much covered, besides Mirari's Wake and well, it counts as ramp really. So let's talk about the big elephants in the room. What have we added? And that would be Progenitus, I believe, was added before since we played this one last. That's a really good hit. I mean, it's a 10-10 protection from everything. If it would be put from the graveyard anywhere, shuffle it into the owner's library instead, so it's there to hit again off of the bridge. I think the Sunfall still gets rid of it, or exile, board wipe. But other than that, I think that's, or if you had a way to give everything -10 or more, or sacrifice everything. Yeah, so there's still ways to get around it, but it's still pretty evasive and a big threat. We got Portal to Phyrexia, of course, but the big change that we're highlighting is the Meringue River Regent. This is wonderful because it's going to draw us at the early stages, and when it comes in, I think it's another one of those game changers. It's worth getting a hit off of it on the Prismatic Bridge, even if you don't have it in hand. But you get both uses pretty easily. One maybe for free if you use the Omen side, and then it gets shuffled back into your deck, and then potentially you get the Meringue River Regent for free, exiling or returning up to 2 other target non-land permanents to their owner's hands. So maybe we could redo an ETB effect, like something like Spiteful Banditry. We could do, offensively, obviously. So it's a little bit more interaction packed into a very big body that also offers us repeatable, potentially card draw, and works well with our commander. If you want the full deck list, you're more than welcome to hit !deck in chat. If you're watching on YouTube, you can always check that video description, and you'll find a link there for our untapped GG. And look at that, right off the bat, we're up against another Esika got out of the tree. Really, this is going to come down to a battle of ramp. We don't have a whole lot of it, and not much interaction with enchantments and the Kogla Yadara in hand here. This is better. Kaya can get rid of their portal, or bridge rather, but we don't have any ramp here. Ah, man. Okay, which is what we need. We got to go down. Okay, this has ramp. This will let us pitch some of our big targets back into. I guess Liliana Vess is there's worse things to have. All right, enter tapped, and we'll Chrome Mox, and we'll choose Liliana Vess. So we have a black source, a red source, a green source, a blue source, and the Chrome Heart, or the Cold Steel, will get us that necessary white source. And I think this gets us there. I think we got there. I think we won the ramp somehow. We won the ramp wars. All right, well, we definitely Mirari's Wake. We'll definitely take that action. All right, they're going to play their guys first, but, I mean, we got 2 lands here, man. Okay, there's their bridge. And then we play Vraska. Let's take action. Destroy. Nice. And we get a treasure. Oh, man. The Vrosca was a good, actually, thing to have in our. I gotta say, that was pretty good. D-Spark. No. All right. Well, let's go. Prismatic Bridge. Attempt number 1. We will definitely. They're going to negate it. No. All right, then. That's fair. I mean, we got rid of theirs. Well, we'll definitely gain 5 life, though. That sounds good. Can I still cast it? No, I can't. No. It's going to be so beautiful. Sell us this. Now we need to ramp again. No, actually, we have Mirari's Wake. What am I thinking? All right, do they have another counter spell? We'll definitely gain another 5 life. No, they do not. Yeah, we'll auto pay that. You better believe it. Do you have... No, Gigantha. Hey, we got a nickel bolus. That's pretty good. Oh, we won the bridge war. It was a great war. We're likely to see this matchup several times in this. Don't worry. We'll probably lose a few of them. Somehow we pulled everything out of nowhere. Emery, lurker of the lock, famous abuser of artifacts and graveyard shenanigans. Well, let's see if we can do something about that with an imprisoned on the moon. God. You can't ramp them. If you can't ramp yourself, ramp them and shut down their commander for the rest of the game. We'll do that. Well, don't say hello to me. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I'm capable of. Drafna. Uh-oh. Well, I don't know how I feel about that either. Lantern of Revealing. My goodness, what is going on? Well, I mean, yeah, let's just go ahead and rip this Band-Aid off here. I guess if we had double red, then it would have been nice, the spiteful banditry there, but c'est la vie. Here's his command. Make yourself a 4/4 Emery lurker of the lock. Mill yourself some artifacts. What'd they get? Mirren Safe House. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, simulacrum. Oh, man. That's not good, is it? Well, we gotta do something about that. So let's go ahead and... Damnation. Circuit Mender, you gain 3 life. Chief of the Foundry, make all these guys so big, close to the sky. Alright, so we need 4. We can't even do double red yet. Oh man, this is rough. Very rough. I think this is the time where we get rid of Emery and just play this guy tapped. Double red. We need you double red. Oh my. Look at all these guys they have. Helm of the Host. What on earth? What are we doing? Don't look at our cards. We'll find out. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. Well, they know about their inevitable defeat. Alright then. We still cannot cast, so we might as well go with the Prismatic Bridge, huh? I think we're going to wind up playing the Leon Events and doing that -2 here. I'm still not sure what we're going to get on top, though. Sir Ginger. My. I think this has got to be a game. It's Progenitus. That's pretty good. My goodness. This is a lot going on. I think we have to get rid of the Chief of the Foundry. Yeah. I think we're still dead. Nice. Yeah. We're still dead. Good game. Dead to a bunch of toys. We did what we could, but they reloaded their hand with all those artifacts. It was over. Helm of the Host. We didn't respect the Chief of the Foundry. Should have respected the Chief of the Foundry. Alright, come on, we can do better. Progenitus was not the answer there for that. What we really needed was one more red source. That was the answer. Alright, we have found Calyx, guided by fate, loves playing enchantments, putting +1/+1 counters on guys whenever he enters or plays enchantments, or they enter the battlefield. And when if an enchantment creature or an enchanted creature hits a player, and they can make copies of enchantments, and that can be very annoying depending on what those enchantments are. And this is very annoying because we don't want any of this in our hand. I guess this is better. Oh man, I really don't want the comb in our hand. Okay. Okay. We're gonna there we go. We'll get rid of. I mean, we really want the Mirari's Wake. I guess we get rid of the negate, and we get lost. Wow, we're going full defenses down and for ramp here. I guess we go Shockland. Well, I guess it needs to be a red source, a red, blue, no, a red, black, yeah. Shockland, what do you, yeah, no, we need a red source, there we go, red, black. We'll pay the 2 life damage. Solar Transformers, more than meets the eye. Oh, they have cheaper auras. Discount auras. Alright, well, I believe next turn we can play so let's go with Meringue. And we'll discard the what? The Hull Breaker Horror? Yeah, that's gotta go. Yeah. Calyx guided by fate. They don't have much left in the hand, and nothing very annoying yet to copy. Nothing a spiteful banditry cannot solve once we get down a Mirari's Wake. If we're still alive. That's a big if. Alright, let's go white. Try to play the bridge. Auto pay it. Alright, they have more trample. Alright, we need something good. Vorinclex is pretty good. I don't know if it's going to win us the game good. I think Kaya is going to take down the Transcendent Envoy number 1. And then we're going to have to hold back. Vorinclex keeps them from getting encounters. That's wonderful. Spider food on our bridge. Oh, man. These guys, jealous of our bridge. How dare you? Wizardo foos. Okay, they get no counters. They do get vigilance, though. That's fun. Alright, cool. So, Triome and tapped. Oh, good game. When the Vorinclex came down and your commander is all about putting +1/+1 counters on something one at a time. Yeah. The copying stuff. Yeah, if they would have found the right thing to copy there, it would have been a completely different story. Calyx can be a very scary commander. I'm going to update mine after Turkey or Dragonstorm Alchemy comes out. I think it'll be time to dust them off as well. Matchmaker in hell Q, what if you got you? Oh, come on. This is an absurdly long. They're digging very hard to find us another Esika God of the Tree. Oh no, Sheoldred Apocalypse. It's worse. We don't do a whole lot of extra card drawing. I think we might be okay. Maybe, we'll see. Not with this hand, though. My lord. Okay, this is somewhat better. Alright, so we got a red-green. I'm not saying hello to you, Sheoldred player. I know you're going to do that thing where they force everyone to draw cards. Alright, so we need a black. Yeah, we'll do this. And Death Touch Toxic. My goodness. Some people. Alright, so we need now. Let's go with another Triome. Blue, green, white. Dockside Chef. Alright, good news, everyone. We have colors. So many colors. And we have ramped. That's good. Draw ye cards. Oh? Getting in, we don't keep looking at the top card. You can library if it's a creature or planeswalker, we may reveal it. If you don't put that card, so this is a way to make sure that we can fix the. What do we need? What do we need? We have red, we have blue, green, white there. We have, so ideally we need a green source. No, they have a blood letter. Oh, man. Well, it's a good time for a Toxic Deluge. That was a good top deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll take action, gain a life back. Hey, it was discount day on our side for once. Oh, they have a signet. Well, they have the curtains. Okay, well, let us, buried in the garden, on our mountain, autopay. Take action. When you know what, we're gonna, let's go ahead and get rid of the curtains so we don't have to look at that. There's Shieldred. Oh no, we've had to get life. Yeah, we'll gain some life back, that's fine. Ecstatic Awakener. Oh no. I don't know about this one. I mean, it's a 4-mana investment for a 4/4. Alright, what do we get? Roll the dice. It's a Vaultborn Tyrant, that's pretty good. It pays for the Shieldred tax. Man, we're drawing a lot of bombs, so I don't know about this. How about, you know, I'm feeling the Cabretti Ascendancy a little bit, but I think we need to give them something to think about. So let's, and we need to gain some life. Oh my, hold on now. Okay, yeah, we'll take action. Alright, gain some more life, lose a little bit more of it, and I guess we'll attack with Vorinclex. And we have to discard, so I think we'll discard Lord Xander and our other Vorinclex. And Meringue. Why do we have to discard so much? Hold on now. Maybe we don't have to. Anyway, that's fine. Sir, what are you doing? What is going on with this Shieldred deck? They did it. They transformed him. Alright, they have awoken the demon. Well, we will surely block. And we have a Galta. Oh my goodness. It was about to get very ugly. Very ugly. Maybe we should have kept the Lord Xander. Oh, we leveled up. Look at us go. Alright, well, we are hitting bombs off of our Prismatic Bridge. Let's see what the old dice, spin it to win it. And toss them dice. Roll the wheel. Spin that wheel. The wheel of sadness. I don't know how I feel about this station. Let me know in the comments what you think. I might stay away. I like it somewhat. It's upbeat. I'd rather they tease me with this pretzel rocks. They let me access the jazz station one time, and then all of a sudden it became locked. You gotta upgrade. I like a lot about this hand, but not the Kaya Intangible Slayer and a 3-mana rock. And well, we have 1 and 4 and 4 removal or interaction anyway. Well, let's risk it. I mean, if we can get to 5 mana, getting the 7 mana should be no problem, right? Yeah, right. And we're up against a poison deck. Finn the Fangbearer. Oh my goodness, this is gonna make quick work of us, I'm sure. You know, playing a poison deck in Brawl or Commander format. It's a certain kind of person who wakes up in the morning and says, I just want to poison everyone in all formats. Is there something wrong with me? Perhaps not. Alright, so we need to get a Triome. That'll be good. Alright, we will be poisoned. Look at us go. So I think we go Replicating Ring. And then, let's go ahead, since they may have protection, let's just go ahead and get rid of Finn. And they scoop it up. Are you kidding me? They scoop it up. They're 2-mana commander. They don't want to pay it 4 mana. Wow. I wanted to play my toxic deck and deal 10 damage or less to you and make you die. You killed my commander. Turns all my cheap death touchers into poison givers. I have to wait 2 turns to kill you. No mercy for that. You played toxic in Commander. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you signed up for. Of course I'm going to kill Finn the Fangbearer. Are you kidding me? You were expecting for them to survive. Oh, taking a while here. We found Glarb, Calamity's Augur. This is the frog one that... What does this one do? Oh, look at the top card of your library anytime. Death Touch 2/4. You may play lands and cast spells with mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library, and we'll never know if this was going to be a good fight or not, I guess. Come on, my people. Let's have a good game. We're just looking for a good game with our bridge. Our bridge longs for combat and violence. We indulge it. It's a beautiful bridge. You should visit. They turn the lights on at night. Alright, Matchmaker. Don't make us wait 45 seconds for an opponent that's got to scoop instantly, please. Come on, we're trying to have a good game here in the time allotted. They're digging deep. Once again, digging deep. Trying to find that perfect opponent to either waste our time or completely shut us down. And we find Giada, Font of Hope, a 2-mana angel that acts as an angel mana rock and makes other stuff bigger if they're angels, and has vigilance. I gotta say, this is not a good hand. This is also not a good hand, except for the Imprisoned on the Moon. We can do better. Okay, yes, we'll pitch the Nicol Bolas back. Sacred Foundry, you're up. That is a good answer with Get Lost for the Giada, and we get some ramp in the form of Skyclave and non-creature counters, and we draw Lord Xander. You gotta be kidding me. Why? Why? We had such a finely sculpted hand. And then they did this to us. We're not even gonna wait. Let's go ahead and kill Giada. There we go. Save everyone some time and triggers. Pass priority to you, Guide of Souls. You can gain your life. Okay, Cabretti Ascendancy is not terrible, but now we can Skyclave at least. That does give us access to green mana, so we can play that Cabretti Ascendancy and get that filtering maybe on top that we need a little bit more, since Lord Xander had to show up. We're not invited yet, Lord Xander. Your ticket will be sent in the mail free, bulk, via the Prismatic Bridge. Okay, we hit the land. That's big. We'll play Cabretti Ascendancy. And that leaves out Dovin's Veto, which is also big. Alright, Giada, come back. Come back to us, Giada. We're taking some damage. Alright, we do not want the doubling season yet. Not great yet. Okay, the Triump's a little slow. I was hoping for an untapped land. But that means we can finally cast our crazy portal, Prismatic Bridge, to opening cans of Whoop Ass. Next turn. Alright, they have a board now. That's looking scary. Righteous Valkyries. Giada's the size of small Buicks. You know, that's not bad. Yeah, we'll reveal that. And What is giving them Ward 1? I guess it doesn't matter. Resolve. I guess the flowering of the white tree. Yeah, that makes sense. I can pay here with this, yes. Alright, Giada's gotten very expensive. But she's got to stop making angels even bigger. That's a bad thing for us. And since the Righteous Valkyrie is not legendary, it does not have Ward 1. Which means we can take care of that with Vraska Relic Seeker, in theory. And maybe find a window to put down our Prismatic Bridge and heal the gap between Angel and Bridge. On the bad end news, and they have a sort of body in mind, which is pro green and blue. Alright, what's on top? Extravagant replication. You know, I don't think that's going to cut it at the moment. Let's put that on the bottom. Coma is also not what we want. God. Help us. Help us. They can have a treasure. No, we get a treasure. What am I thinking? Well, they're not happy about this. I killed Giada. I've killed the Righteous Valkyrie. I killed Giada at least twice. They have a sigil of an empty throne. And a Guide of Souls that's very pissed off. Alright, on top is that Kaya. We're going to decline. Put you on the bottom. Alright, we hit a land drop. That is excellent. Let's go. We finally got our bridge. That is excellent. And we'll make a pirate. We made a pirate. Arr. We also have Dovin's veto up. That's interesting. And under the circumstances, I think that's pretty good. But they go for Giada. Well, they have the things. They have 4 energy. They could take out Vraska now. If they put the counters on the Guide of Souls. Oh, well, we have a Galta, and so now we're looking pretty sweet. Who knew? Oh, God. Coma and Lord Sander and Galta coming out at once. Are you kidding me? And we get for nothing. Oh, my God. We'll keep abiding of the old gods on top. What have we done? Well, let's go ahead and kill the Guide of Souls. And attack for 2. Oh my God. We've killed so many angels and clerics. And they have a one ring that we will now counter. Oh my God. Carnage everywhere. So much hope abandoned. Well, as soon as they move to equip, there it is. Now we do it. Tap, target permanent. There you go. Yes, we're sure. And we'll choose that one. Yeah, we can pay the ward with the Skyclave Relic. Not taking this line down, are they? Alright, we've officially reached degenerate status now. We put the sword back to hand, and we put the flowering white tree back to hand. We'll put the land down there. Oh, we drew a land anyway. Oh. Alright, we have a triome. We have a land. Let's draw with Castle Lochthwain. I guess we have a file of Galadriel. And swing. Lord Xander goes off. Oh God. What have we done? We've killed them. That's what we've done. Excellent work, everyone. The Prismatic Bridge. Stronger than angels. Bridging the gap between the angels and their death. And that's going to do it for us today. I hope you've enjoyed our slightly revamped. I'm glad we drew the river region. That was an excellent showcase of why you want to hit that card off of your. It was like, nope, out of here. Yes, yeah. Go ahead, guys. Please attack. I gotta say that was beautiful. Chef's kiss. I hope you've enjoyed today's display of our updated Prismatic Bridge Esika God of the Tree Commander Brawl deck. Hopefully you'll join us next week. We're going to start it all over again. Yeah, have a good one. As always, please love one another. Don't be a jerk. Have fun playing Magic the Gathering. Just take a moment this week to really... give yourself some time, get that moment in there where you're just closing your eyes and you find that center. Take that deep breath and find yourself a little bit. You got to give yourself time to relax. Set aside time for you. I don't know if you need to hear that, but I certainly probably should take my own advice. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.